you know? Yeah, we looked at the first one, pretty awesome. Curious to see what this next one's going to be. Chat, remember, at the end of this replay, you will be voting for which replay should make its way over to YouTube. So, we'll remind everybody about the Rhode Island's characteristics and stuff like that, huh? So, the Rhode Island is a American Tier 10 battleship. She's, I think, an Iowa hull, but she's very fast, very nimble. And she's got 356 millimeter guns instead of the standard 406 millimeter guns. So they don't pen quite as well. But as we saw in the last replay, very good rate of fire and really good at starting fires. Like I said, she's very maneuverable. And she's got an engine boost, which a lot of players forget about. She also has a radar, which reaches out to 9 kilometers. So she's got a lot of fun tricks in her toolkit. Pretty good concealment with the concealment build at 12 kilometers. And you can see the maneuverability here. Rudder shift time at 12 is okay. Turning a circle at almost 900 meters is okay. But the big thing is her speed. Look at that. That's fast. So she's a good boat. Now you could only get this prior, you could only get this during the special event for the 4th of July where you could buy it outright, or you got it in special containers while it came out, while that event was going, or in Santa containers. And there's always the possibility we'll see it again for containers later. We'll see. Thorn Zero, congratulations on your win. You got some nice blue bonuses there for being here. Thank you, thank you. Winner, winner, you got it. So let's take a look at the build for the Rhode Island, okay? Shin's bringing Damage Control Party Modification 1, Engine Boost Mod, Artillery Plotting, Propulsion, Concealment, and then finally the other Artillery Plotting Room. In American battleships, if you can take Artillery Plotting Room in slot 6, you do. That is very important, okay? Obviously, he likes the ship. He's got a steel camo, and he's using coal modules, 2 of them. Okay. The thing about American battleships, there's a fun little trick with them. Their action time stock is like 20 seconds. So when you combine Emergency Repair Experts 10% buff to action time with Damage Control Party's 40% buff to action time, you can get to 30.8 seconds of action time for DCP, where you cannot be set on fire or flood or lose your engine, lose your rudder, or lose your main battery. This hull can put 43.1 knots max with swift and silence. Yes, you mean brisk. But yeah. So he's got the radar as well. This is 9 kilometer. A lot of players forget about the range of that radar. It's not as good as Missouri or other radars at tier 10, but it's helpful for destroyers especially, and maybe sometimes a sub that's hunting you. He's got Halsey as his captain. Let's take a look at the skills and talents. So the big thing about talents is when he gets a Confederate, he gets a boost to main battery reload time. And if he gets a double strike, it helps his concealment. That's not so important in the Rhode Island, but you know, every little thing helps. He also gets a buff to gun feeder and grease the gears, those 2 skills. Which slot is the radar coal mod? I think it's slot 2. Yes, it's in slot 2. And I'm with Shin. I would go with engine boost over radar in this case. If it was a 10 kilometer radar, maybe you could make the argument for radar mod, but I like the idea of engine boost. You're going to use engine boost a lot more than you will the radar anyways. So for his build, he's gone with gun feeder, AA defense, and ASW expert. Now this one's an interesting one. This one is whenever your anti-air is firing, you get an automatic 40% bonus to your consumable reload. So they start shooting at something, ASW planes, carrier aircraft, Dutch airstrikes, whatever. All of a sudden, 40% buff to how soon you can use those consumables again. And with engine boost and surveillance radar, that comes in very handy. If I remember right, this does not work in tandem with repair party and damage control party though. It only works for radar and engine boost in this case. He's got adrenaline rush and improved repair party readiness, as well as emergency repair expert, concealment expert, and fire prevention. Pretty much everything you'd want on a battleship. I mentioned this in the previous video, but I think he'd be better suited going for Grease the Gears. This is a more specific build for Rhode Island or maybe a few other ships that use the concealments a lot. But to be quite frank, having Grease the Gears I think would be helpful too as a generalist build. It's the best 2-point battleship skill in the current game for randoms, probably for ranked as well. Really interesting. Okay. I haven't found it to be that helpful for battleships. I think it really depends. Like, I played Irresistible with this, thinking I can get my smoke back up again quicker. I didn't feel like it helped me that much. He does play on Asia, that's correct. And so this is going to be more useful on the Asia server as well, because usually the meta on the Asia server is more carriers and more planes. That's true. How was your nap, by the way, Dutch? Welcome back. For signal flags, let's move on. We've got ship HP, fire extinguishing, fire and flood chance, fire chance, heal boosting, speed, consumable reload, and anti-air. Now, last game, I think I mentioned maybe turning off one of these fire chance flags in favor of, say, ramming flag, and maybe another one in favor of flooding reduction. But he set a lot of fires last game, so I think he's playing this more as a fire spamming cruiser than as a battleship, which you can do. And he did quite well on that one. Let's see, what is his fire chance? 33% fire chance with the flags. Very sexy. All right, let's get to the game and see what we can see in the second game for Shin. Nap was good. If you do the operations thingy, right time to do some sweaty ops tryharding. There you go. Let's do it.
General quarters.
Engine boost activated.
Just checking my email real quick. I'm trying to figure out something. Oh well. You would boost max range on the secondary to use it to boost your main battery reload even more with the 4-point skill. So you go for close quarters and then the 3rd-point slot for secondary range. You could do that. You could do that. If you want to play it more as a brawler, sure, that could work. I think Shin is trying to find that nice balance between tankiness and fighting. He didn't need it last game, but having the repair party consumable reload quicker is really sexy, and then getting another one at 2 million potential is even more so. Yes, this is the steel camo. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that, with the sunlight glinting off of it. As usual, Wargaming's art department carries, yeah? So we didn't look at the lineup. Lots of, oh god, lots of battleships, lots of Columbos. World of Columbos over here. Mosfa, Napoli, Jinan, Shimakaze, Marsu, and U-4501 next.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
And you're div this time. You're divisioned with a Cassard player. Interesting. And no CV or hybrid, right. So fewer planes for his 2-point AA skill. Wargaming says we can fix anything with a sexy camo. Sure. Oof, a little bit short there, but Montana turned away. I have no idea what's going on, chat, but it's an Asia server thing, I guess. Moskva.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Shin is taking the risk to go more bow in here because there's not a lot of enemies on this flank. So he had AP in the barrels possibly for the Kerr first, but I think now he just thinks he wants to burn down stuff. Oh, that's great! Duckman, like in person?
Enemy battleship sighted.
I hope he's doing well. Weird lineup, so many Columbos and Rhode Islands in the match. Not what you're used to on... Yeah, well, Columbo makes sense. A lot of people spam Columbo because she's frankly pretty damn powerful. You suspect that he likes you. I have no idea why. One shatter, one fire. Rob got Lishboa on Libertad, used a bunch of Elite Commander XP to make it a 16-pointer. Man, Lishboa is fantastic on Libertad, unless you've got a Valparaiso. If you do, that's even better. Still trying to figure out what he wants to do? Gotcha. I hope he lands on his feet. Ensconce, by the way, is a former Wargaming employee. He used to be a community manager, sorry, for North America server and office. Ooh, AP, he's thinking that the monster's gonna turn and run. Very polite way to put it, yes.
Engine boost deactivated.
Oh, double sit, almost 25,000 damage. Let's go. Next time you talk to him, Duckman, tell him I say hello, please. I had a good long chat with him a while back. Alright, I think it might be time to turn in and do something here because they're running away. All of them. Do you guys like Okinawa? I'm not a big fan of Okinawa. As a map.
I'm very glad it's getting changed.
Problem solved, sir.
How is it getting changed?
Oh, you didn't read that dev blog?
I've been so busy. No.
Yeah, they're reworking most of its major aspects, like removing the island at the corner, putting new islands at the big islands at each the upper right and lower left corners.
Okay. It seems the green team should be doing something about capping B. Yeah, I mean, they got to push through C fast, and then they got to get up to B, right? If the entirety of the enemy team just sits up at A, it's actually okay. But if they kill too many ships too quickly, they're just going to walk into B before you can get in position. He's healthy? Good.
Engine boost activated.
I'm amazed your Balau is up there. Look at him at B1. Spider with the lurk. Thanks for the lurk, my dude. And it's time to kill the Marceau, yeah? I think you just... Okay. I was gonna say maybe just stay until you get detected by him, get closer, but... Okie dokie. You thought he was gonna turn out and he didn't. Hi, Glacial. I'm doing fine, thank you. It's a Friday. How are you? Okay, more islands were... Yeah. I mean, because a lot of people I know don't like playing around C-cap just because there's no cover, right? So typically, everybody just moves to A. And then sits there and then dies. Now, Wargaming does what's called heat maps, where they will go and look at where players go. And use that to kind of determine how things should work on the maps, if they need to change it or not. Friday before
yeah, they're
reworking
Okinawa and Mountain Range.
Oh, good. Mountain Range also kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm excited about this weekend, Glacial. It's the first weekend in quite a while that I actually have a paid day off. Feels good. You know? Feels good. How many fires is that? Only 4 so far. If they add Island here-ish, then it's just second toilet bowl map. Yeah, well. I think that's what Wargaming is trying to figure out with the maps, is how do we get maps to feel different and not always have the same kind of thing develop, right? Shin's down quite a bit of ships right now. But this is SAS Replay Theater, and our Replay Theater, guys, we have a very high win rate. Okinawa can have fun games if both teams have a clue how to play it and actually want to play it. And yes, that is very rare.
Hey, Zath, can I post a link in chat?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Also, they consider making map riposted. Oh, that would be great. Actually, ripost is fun. Oh,
That's
hold
the
on.
dev blog that talks about it for
You're
anyone
gonna-
who's interested.
Yeah, you're gonna need to repost it again. Just give me a second. Oh, for God's sakes, no. Okay, try it again.
It's giving me a identical. I have to wait 30
Yeah,
seconds.
so just type something like A and then try it. And then it works. More ocean. Oh God. Remember ocean when they like fixed it by rotating it like 45 degrees?
Completely new
There it
map.
is.
There you go. Enjoy your
Yeah,
VIP.
we're also getting a new map.
Yes, we are getting a new map in 3 updates from now, I think. 2 or 3.
And it looks pretty cool.
About freaking time. Ooh, Jinan.
But yeah, that's the dev blog that talks about the map rebalancing.
Aw, I would absolutely look at
Ship is on
Jinan here,
fire.
Shin. You are. Good, 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 good. And you know that Jinan is torping you. You know he's like massively torping you right now. Oh my God, look at him just disappear.
Engine boost deactivated.
So if I were you, I would consider maybe slowing down now. I mean, engine boost just ended, so it kind of does it for you. But I might try to slow down a little bit more. I would actually turn in right now to Jinan and flip my guns left for the Moskva.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
You turned out. Interesting. Turning in my opinion, would be better for dodging torpedoes. But okay. I know your guns were already on this side. And you want to slap this guy's citadel again.
Ship is on fire. Torpedoes to starboard.
Oh, you slapped it, baby. But here's where turning in probably would have been better for you. Oh well. Oof. 10 minutes to go. You're not looking too healthy. Time to get them heals up. That's correct, because the Jinan has torpedo reload
Problem
booster.
solved, sir.
So that's why I would have like hard slowed down and turned bow in. So that if I did take torpedoes, it's not as many. Speaking of taking torpedoes, the Colombo over there just got a bunch. Wow, the Balau is still in B1. You flinch every time at the sound of torpedoes hitting. No, his team does not look healthy at all. You know what I think of when I hear this song? I think of RoboCop. The remake RoboCop. Not as good as the original. Still okay.
I just noticed they have a triple Colombo division. That's just ugh. Had.
Well, go back to my comment earlier about how, you know, brokenly strong the Colombo is with the unique upgrade. Cup of hot water with lemon and honey. I like how you waited to see if the torpedoes would get the kill or not, and then you opened up. Smart. Nothing doing. Oh well. Well, time to burn down in Montana. Your team is actually caught up on ships now. Very interesting. I would probably shoot Kerr first so I can get my rear turret in. Just DCP. No, he didn't deep something. He just got one fire. Whoa, Shimakaze radared by the Rhode Island? That Yuck assumes this is actually a good Colombo division. True. Yeah, usually 3 identical ships equals not the greatest of players. But they seem to be doing okay for themselves. So Kerfurst is using fire prevention. You could tell that because he only has 1 fire in the middle of the superstructure. So you're not going to be able to get another fire on him except in the rear. Oh, Colombo speaks and Rhode Island dies. You don't have anywhere near the potential damage you need to be able to get another heal. Ah, Curvers is dead. Ooh, fireworks. Man, you really like this build, don't you? 4 on 4. That Bilal, man. I want to know how much base XP he gets at the end of this game. Also, what is it with battleships just driving in straight lines on the Asia server? Didn't even know.
Well, I
this
mean,
boat was
usually
in
they're
it.
so far back, they don't have to worry.
Hmm. I would have shot a little bit earlier there, Shin, just to try to get the Montana to pay attention to you. Because if he's paying attention to you, he might have less reaction time on the torpedoes that are coming in. Oh, yeah, Corsair div mate is opening up, huh? This will be a dead Montana here. Nope. Corsair gets the kill. Okay. 3 on 3 now. Don't their battleships usually hit S until they hit the border, right? Exactly. Okay, now. I would be heading straight to A here. You finally maybe tied it up in points? Is this a... Looks like it's not. Okay, the replay render is not broken there.
Engine boost
Take a guess.
deactivated.
He's so low. Take a guess. Wow. I absolutely would have shot there.
5 minutes.
Which year the iPod man is queuing up now? Sounds like 87 or something. Or were you just waiting to see if he would heal again? Get some more damage farming done. That's the big brain. And 3 non-pens. Ouch. 4 minutes left. You guys are in the lead. I like how the Colombo was able to shoot back at you and be unspotted. Boldly going forward is a choice. Because we can't find a reverse.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Okay. Now you gotta ask, is there Thunderer playing the game? We haven't seen him in a long time. It doesn't look like he disconnected. Killer Bin School of Battleship Driving. Only W exists. S has been removed. It shows if the player has disconnected. It should show. Yes, I have that mod, Electric.
Our victory is in sight.
Which brings forth more questions. If he's not disconnected, where the hell is he? Might be able to see. Ah, there he is. Oh, did you see that white bar from the Cassard on the Colombo? A little bit of target fixation here. I might try to get my rear turret on the Colombo. Too late now?
Ship is on fire.
You're figuring he's going to move very fast forward? Radar up. Does not... Oh. He got sapped. Oh, man. See, that's why I would have been shooting him earlier. Thunder is kind of proven he's not really that much of a threat.
Problem solved, sir.
Well, now your anti-air is shooting, so now you get a buff in your reload to consume... Oh. They're all used. Except for radar. Also, sap is more yes, it is very much more dangerous. Is that skill impacting DCP too? 6. I don't think it is. It's hard to tell. I could have sworn that that captain skill only impacts your consumables beyond DCP and heal, so like propulsion and radar. Anyway, I think it's funny the ASW is actually helping him. Colombo has to charge for the win. Yes, although Colombo could also be trying to go to sea, but that's not enough time for them. Are we going to see this anti-air skill come in clutch for getting the radar back at a time to kill this Colombo? I think we might. 35 seconds to go. Might happen, guys. It might happen. There's the... Yeah, look at that. He's gonna get the radar back about now. Look at that. No, the score's not reversed. He's been ticking up a lot of points. You're gonna get one final shot in this as a FU. And that's it. Oh! We caught it just in time, guys. We caught it just in time. We got ourselves a death pick. Because SAP don't care about your angling. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go. All right, we're going to watch this in slow-mo. Our first and only death pick of the day, guys. No, wait, Rob also had a death pick.
Second.
So
Yeah,
we'll
I
get a
was
second.
about to say second.
Sorry, it's been so long. 7 seconds after the victory banner. That's right. It is a nice death pick.
If I hadn't switched it out, it would have been the only one, because I didn't die in the Iowa one.
Mm-hmm.
Although that one was the Order 3 op.
This time we didn't lose the result screen, so 225,000 damage. Not bad at all, dude. General offensive and brothers in arms, of course. Mission accomplished. Second place. Look how much the two of you guys helped to work together to carry this game. Wow. Wow. HE shells fired, 114. In this game, you didn't get as much fire damage as you did last game. You weren't able to keep battleships burning as much. But you were able to kind of showcase the kind of slow flank push and working your way up the flank. This battle went the full 20 minutes. Almost 1.8 million potential, so you didn't have enough to get to your... you weren't close enough to get your next heal, Sag. Him shooting... Yes, I think that's the big mistake on this one, Dutch. I agree. I'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive with his use of the main battery. When he thinks he's got a shot on something, just take the shot instead of waiting to see if it comes back. Also, I feel like he probably could have only taken one of these torpedoes or none if he would have turned in and slowed down instead of turning out to go shoot the Moskva. You missed the ending. It was a pretty explosive ending. You still got 103,000 damage on the Moskva. That poor guy, man, you just took him down. Otherwise, Kurfürst Janan, you smashed a lot. A lot. And left a bunch of people alive, but that's okay. Nice game, though, dude. Nice game. If Thunder had not gone beyond the island, that game might... Yes. I think Thunder was the reason why you guys won, frankly, right? You can see where he's at on the scoreboard. He lived that long and ended up 4th from the bottom. Unfortunate, but it's a random battle. Let's put the replay render tool up. Chat, what can we use for a title for this game? Duckman, what I love about all of your song requests, and anybody else too, by the way, Wham. What I like about the song request thing is because my bot goes and puts it in my stream chat, I can actually pull up like all the songs that people are requesting. Ignoring B. Ooh, I like that one, Torva. That's kind of what they did. Dead div for the win. Persistence prevails. Okay. Lots of good options there. Although I gotta say, I kind of like ignoring B a lot. Because you guys, your team really did do just that. For so long. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, I think if I were to choose something, I'd go with ignoring B. Thunderer captains tend to be smart, more after. You can't do well in big squishy ship by being stupid. Both sides, actually, yes, both sides ignore B, right? Part of why this might be kind of a fun title. I mean, they're not ignoring, they're going in. Like, you see the, what is that? That's Cassard, that's his div mate. Trying for it. Enemy team tried for it. And it's like, everybody kind of got pushed out. There they go, they finally grabbed it. Commercial break starts in a few seconds, y'all. During the commercial break, I'm going to put together a poll for you guys to vote for which replay should go to YouTube. This was a good battle, though. Some good div play elements as well. I do feel like you were a little farther back than needed, especially at this point in the game. But I can understand you gotta wipe that flank out first, so that makes sense. The other thing, though, too,
Wow,
if you think
that
about it,
CC container gave me 50,000 coal.
nice, nice. You got one of the big ones. What I was gonna say is, what's interesting is that one Colombo player wiped both you and your div mate out with sap, which is kind of funny. Congrats on the coal, dude. That's awesome.
65,000 after clam bonus. Or,
Yes.
No, 55.
Yeah, 55, right? What the hell is that Colombo doing? Spaghetti things. Spaghetti things. This is a long battle. I like that radar, though. It does demonstrate the importance of that radar, but he still got smashed. Wow. Well, Shin, thank you very much for supporting the channel. I'm glad you're still playing, by the way. For a while, Shin said he was done playing the game. I'm glad that he's still playing, because I could tell he really enjoys the game. And I think the game's better off with him and many other people playing. So, thank you, Shin.